Hi my Stampin' friends, I'm Sandra at artypapercrafters.com and today my project is a huge one. This is I'm calling it my box gift bag because I wanted, this is the gift that I've bought a lady at work for her birthday, and what did I do but I forgot to buy a gift bag. So got home, decided that as I have to go to work in a day that I did not have time to go back to the shops, so I decided, well, you are a paper crafter, so what about making one? So I got my gifts and I measured them to see what sizes I needed, and it was quite clear that I would need 2 sheets of 12 by 12 cardstock to make this. And so that is what I have done, scaled it up with 2 sheets. So I'm calling it my box gift bag because it is really huge, massive. I've decorated it with, it's called Birthday Banners stamp set for my sentiment. And then I've taken the die cut here from the Climbing Roses bundle and decorated it with some brads, and I've decorated it here with brads so that this handle moves, because in order to get the gifts out as they're big I needed it to move downwards, and so you can see that they pull out perfectly. So I'm going to show you how I made it, so let's get cracking. I'm going to put it on the floor so that I don't damage it. So I started off with 2 sheets of 12 by 12 cardstock, and today I'm using Petal Pink. I've cut it down, I've cut 2 inches off of the ends to get my 12 by 10 pieces that I need, but don't throw these away because one of them we're going to use for the handle, and because that's 2 inches that will go through the scallop tag topper punch no problem to make gift tags, so it's not wasted. And then for the decoration I have used 1 sheet of DSP, and if you cut it carefully you can make all the panels for the decoration, plus the little strip you're left with makes the decorates the handle. So we're going to cut it together, and we're going to cut it at 7.5 inches. So 7.5 inches, and with your 7.5 inch piece you're going to turn it round and you're going to cut it at 6 inches. So these 2 pieces decorate the front and back, and the strip that you've got left needs to measure 3.5 inches. So you score 3.5 inches and cut. That's the strip that's going to decorate the handle. So that's our handle decoration on there. And you're left with your 3.5 inch piece, which you're going to cut down to 6 inches, and that is going to decorate the sides of your box. So with all our pieces we're now going to get the scoreboard and we're going to score our bag, and it's dead easy. It couldn't be more simple. So with both pieces we start with one first, and we're going to score it on the 12 inch side at 3 3/4 inches and 11.5. Oops, I've missed 11.5 inches. Turn it round to the short side and score it at 3 3/4 inches. That's one piece. We're going to do the same again on the other piece, 3 3/4 inches and 11.5 inches. Turn it round, 3 3/4 inches, and that is it. Right then. So let's do some folding and burnishing. So you could get so much in this bag. And I always stock a little bit of the 12 by 12 in my stash for projects just like this. I don't have a lot of it because I don't use it that much, but on an occasion like this, it's perfect. Right then, so all we need to do is to cut off this piece up the side here and cut that piece out, so you're left with your 1/2 inch strip up there. Cut this up. Same on this piece. And that's it. And now we're just going to put some adhesive on these 1/2 inch strips, and I'm using something good and strong. I'm using my red line tape for this because we don't want it coming apart on us, especially if we've got heavy-ish things. But I wouldn't trust it by the handles when you pick up your gift, and obviously if you've got a lot of weight in it, it's advisable to just pick it up by the box part. And of course advise your recipient of the fact, because whilst it is a good strong box, it obviously isn't built for lots of weight. But perfect for those. I mean, I've got quite weighty gifts in mine. And by the time this video comes out, my birthday gift will be long gone. Right then. So that sticks to that. So I'm going to stick that down. No, we're not. We're going to put our DSP on first. That's what we're going to do. It makes more sense. So one on there, one on there, one on there, one on there. So I'm using wet glue on this because it's such a big piece. Right. And this paper comes from the Petal Promenade DSP. So beautiful. I think that's what it's called anyway. I'm getting to the last of it now. I think this is my last full sheet that I've put on here. Right. It's hard to tell which way is up on this pattern. It's just, I don't think it matters. I think it's just such a sort of a full pattern. It's so beautiful. It really is beautiful. And of course I shall save this for another birthday. of which in my family there are many. Many people. Of course, it's going to be easier to put your paper on at this stage than when it's made up. There. Right then, to join our pieces together, where's my pokey tool gone? I'm going to take the tape off. And then lay it down, making sure that it's straight at the top. It. And then tape off this side. Then you just lay that down flat and bring that piece up to match it. Perfect. While I've got that flat, I'm going to measure it with my ruler, because you want to measure 3 7/8 across, 3 7/8, which is here, and then 3/4 of an inch down. So this is where I'm going to put my hole for my brad, just there. Can't see, can you? So that is my hole for my brad. Same again, measure 3 7/8 and 3/4 of an inch down. Spot on. Same with our handles, so let's do our handle. Let's glue this on here. And I really like that you've got no waste with your DSP. I hate those slithers that you get. Left over. You think, oh, what can I do with those? So line that up in about the middle of your card. Like that. And we want our corners rounded. So just think it looks more pleasing to have rounded corners. And then on here we are measuring up an inch. I think I measured up an inch. Where's my bag? Let's see, because I want to get this right. Measured up. No, 3/4 of an inch. 3/4 of an inch, it's the same. So 3/4 of an inch, and you can gauge which is the middle of the DSP, so about there. And what we're going to do, we're going to get our crocodile, and mine is already, I've got the smallest hole, which is 1/16, and that's going to go in at 3/4 of an inch. Punch a hole, same this end, wrong one, punch the hole. Then we're going to do the same on here because it's going to be so much easier whilst it's flat. Push that in, line it up and punch, turn it over the other side and punch. And that's our holes done, and then it's going to be a lot easier to put our brads in. So glue on the base of our box. So I've used wet glue. Let me pull you out so that you can see what I'm doing. So I've used wet glue again. You could use tear tape, whatever is your favourite glue. I'm just going to use wet glue today. And then you decide which is the front of your box. It doesn't really matter because both are the same. And then more wet glue on here. Put plenty on. Fold down, keeping it nice and square. Then going in with our bone folder, just make sure that that's good and pressed down. And you can put shred in the bottom there. If you want it to look neater, add a piece of cardstock. But a nice piece of shred in there will look good. Right then, now for our handle. So with your bone folder, just give it a nice curve. And then we've got a couple of brads here. These have got little pearls on, and these did come from the range. I wanted something decorative. Open the brads up. Now you could cover your brads with a big circle, but make sure you don't cover the workings and the movement of that brad, because obviously if you want your handle to move up and down, if you cover that and put glue over the brad on the inside, it's not going to have that movement. So I'd say maybe a 1.5 inch punch punched out, and just put glue around the outer edges, and that will cover that nicely without affecting the workings of the brad. So that's that. That moves perfectly, and I'm going to have this as the front. And for my decoration, I have a piece of gold foiled paper. On that I'm going to put this lovely die cut, which comes from the Climbing Roses bundle. Love it, absolutely beautiful. This is the bundle. You get lots of die cuts. That's the die cut I've used. You get lots of die cuts in the set, and it's a really beautiful bundle. I love it. Right then, I've got my silicone mat, and we're going to do a bit of sponging. So if I've got any more wet glue in this bottle, we'll get it out. Right, where's my lid? Don't know. Right, now I'm going to hold this because I've already got glue on there from a previous video that I've just done. So that's that done. You don't need a lot. And glue that down in the centre. Move that out of the way. Clean my hands off. Oh. That's what happens when you put glue on yourself. Right, that's that. Lovely. Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. And then I've used the birthday banners set. This is the birthday banners set. Comes with lots of sentiments and lots of banners that you can cut out, and they are the matching framelits that you can buy with the set. That goes with that. Beautiful. I've stamped happy birthday, it's your big day on there, and I've used garden green and Grapefruit Grove because those colours are in my papers. So we're going to stick that on with some dimensionals. What a beautiful bag. I'd just love to receive it myself. It's gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Love it. You could put lots of things in it afterwards. You wouldn't need to throw it away. You could use it to store things in, anything. Gorgeous. So that's going to sit on there. And then we're going to decorate it up. I've got these little flowers I'm going to decorate it with. I'm going to stick one on here. And one on here. And then I'm just going to glue that on there. And I've just realised that I haven't got a piece of backing sheet. A backing card which I used on my other one, and I actually want it on there. I think it brings it to life, so I'm going to get some Grapefruit Grove. Grapefruit Grove. Right, so I need a piece of Grapefruit Grove that measures 5 by 2 5/8, so 5 by 2 5/8, and that's going to sit on there perfectly. Maybe just take these. No, that's fine. That's fine. That will do nicely. Right then, let's glue that onto the back, and then we're going to glue that onto the back of our gift, and we're done. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this program video. If you have, please give me the thumbs up. Maybe share my post as well. If you haven't subscribed and you're a new person to my channel and you'd like to subscribe, click on this subscribe button down in this corner, and don't forget to tap on the bell so that you receive all my notifications when I post. And if you want the measurements for this bag, click down again into the down arrow description bar. That will take you over to my project video blog, and all the measurements will be on there for you. Should you need any Stampin' Up products or any crafting products, I have a Stampin' Up online shop, and of course I'd be delighted if you chose me as your demonstrator. So let's put that on here to finish our design. Gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. I love it, absolutely love it. There we have it, 2 boxes Let's bring this one in and pull out a bit. No, pull out, Sandra. Right, that's it. That's all from me today. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and take care. Have a lovely day. Bye for now. Bye.